Greetings everyone. In today's presentation, presenting our research paper, Assessing the Effectiveness of Using Cashless System for Public Transport Bus Service in Suburban City. Here are team's members: Feruz Antaruddin, Sazali N, Asiraf Adlan, and Fidoz Rashid. Background of study: Public transport is also known as public transportation, public transit or mass transit that is suitable for general usage of people and also a shared passenger transport service. The public transport system in developing countries is normally provided by small operators. Public transport modes were included the city buses, rail services, light rapid transit and ferries. The objectives of this study are to investigate the most influential factor that contributes to the effectiveness of using cashless systems in bus services among passengers. Besides that, this study wants to propose suitable recommendations to enhance the effectiveness of cashless system implementation in bus services.
There are two issues and problems. Number 1, cashless system at this company bus service, as there is a lack of perceived usefulness which can affect the decision for using a cashless system. People tend to use or not use an application to the extent they believe it will help them perform their job better. Number 2, cashless system as the technology itself was breakdown when the passenger wants to use it, and it will bring to the perceived usefulness of the system among the passenger. The objective of this research is to investigate the type of failure of cashless fare systems, and to identify the critical success factors of the successful implementation of cashless fare systems. Presenting the conceptual framework of this studies.
Methodology. This research was carried out to learn more about the problem's history and to get the most accurate information possible. As a result, the best research strategy for this topic is an exploratory study with a quantitative research approach. Target respondents for this study is the passengers who used public transport bus service starting from Masjid Tana Central and also Jason Central. Based on the number of ridership per day, there was estimated that there are 8,000 passengers was used the public transport bus from these stations as stated in XYZ Company Annual Report. Therefore, the sample size for this study is about 119 respondents that needed to answer the questionnaires of this study. The researchers performed the pilot test to ensure that the questionnaire was appropriate and that the respondents could understand it. A pilot test through questionnaire was distributed randomly to 30 respondents to determine whether the respondents understand the questionnaire. This can help to avoid erroneous interpretations, which can compromise the data's validity. Cronbach's alpha results, as shown in the table below, has a high value of 95.9%. The obtained result demonstrates that the questionnaire is valid for this study.
Result and discussion. The completion of the survey and the collection of data, statistical software known as Statistical Product and Service Solution, SPSS, software was used to compute data from questionnaires in order to obtain precise and final results. According to the table below, 119 questionnaires were distributed and returned. However, after sorting the questionnaires, only 100 sets are usable and can be moved on to the next round of analysis. Assessing critical factors. The value in the column labeled SIG is used to check the value for each variable. The variable makes a significant unique contribution to the prediction of the dependent variable if the SIG value is less than 0.05. If the value is more than 0.05, the variable is not making a distinctive contribution to the model's prediction. Based on the table above, perceived usefulness is less than 0.05 with SIG of 0.000, and for flexibility of the cashless system with SIG of 0.004 and technology with 0.756. Thus, it can be concluded that the perceived usefulness and flexibility of cashless systems are the factors that can affect the effectiveness of cashless systems. As a reflection from this analysis, the best practices to improving the effectiveness of the cashless system in public transport bus service is about to give more awareness to their passengers about the cashless system and the benefits that they get when using the cashless systems. When the perceived usefulness and flexibility of cashless systems are improved, the number of passengers using the cashless systems will increase, and it can help to increase the effectiveness of using the cashless systems in public transport bus services. That's the end of our presentations of assessing the effectiveness of using cashless system for public transport bus service in suburban city. Thanks of listening 2021 IEEE Conference on System Engineering and Technology, ICSET2021.